Well, has this ever happened to you? Go check on your vehicle in the morning, and you notice that the headlights are all fogged over. Now, you go grab a cloth and you wipe it, and you notice that the condensation is actually on the inside of the headlight. You can't wipe it clean. Well, this is a common issue. I'm going to show you how to fix this. And there's a number of ways you can fix this. One of the easiest ways is on a hot summer day, park your vehicle in the sun. Sometimes the condensation inside the headlights can dry up. But right now it's the beginning of fall and it's a little cooler temps, so we're going to leave it for a few hours and see what happens. Driver's side looks really bad. Passenger side has some condensation on the inside, but it doesn't look as bad as the driver's side. So after a few hours, here's the results. So it definitely helped a little bit. It's not completely gone. The driver's side still looks really bad, and there's a ton of condensation in there. So if this happens to you, I'm going to show you how to fix this. First thing you gotta do is take off these clips. Now you could use a flathead screwdriver to do it, or I like to use these plastic pry bars. Now these work really well. All you do is you just pry up one piece of the tab and use the pry bar to pop the rest out. Sometimes it comes out in two pieces, sometimes you can get the whole part out in one piece. Okay, this one I got out in one piece. So I'm going to quickly take out the rest. When I finish popping these out, I can pull that whole plastic front piece off, and then I also have to remove the side one as well. Next thing we have to do is we have to open one of these access doors. Now there's two of them, one in the rear and one on the side. The one on the side is going to be the easiest one to open. There's a little tab here. You can use your fingers and push it and just try and pop that little door open, or you can use the plastic pry bar. I'll just pop that open, and you don't have to remove the door completely. You can just leave it popped open. And that's going to allow some air inside. The condensation will start to dry. But if you want to do it a little quicker, you can use an air compressor with a blowgun. You want to be very careful. You don't want to blow too much air in there because you don't want to do damage to anything. Now I'll speed up the footage, and as you notice, the condensation starts to dry up. Okay, I'm going to stop there because not everyone has an air compressor and a blowgun. The rest of the way I'm going to fix this, I'm going to use the tool that everyone has. And all you need is a hairdryer. Now you want to take the hairdryer, you want to set it to the cool setting. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to blow a little bit of air inside that little access door. And right there, that will start to dry up the condensation. Now a quicker method is to take the hairdryer and put it on the hot setting. And then you take the hairdryer, and on the outside of the headlight, you just want to move the hairdryer around the outside, not keeping it in one place. And as you do so, the condensation will start to dry up. Now you can switch back and you can blow some cold air on the inside of the headlight, and then switch back to the hot setting and continue moving it around the inside of the headlight. Okay, and then after you're done, you can check on it, and this headlight is looking great. All the condensation's gone. There might be a little drop of condensation there, so we'll just leave the door open just a little bit longer, and that should dry up. Okay, now check on the passenger side. Now on the passenger side, we're not going to open the access door. We're just going to end up using the hairdryer. You wouldn't even have to pop the hood. You could just take the hairdryer on the hot setting and just move it around the outside of the headlight. We're going to speed the video up. And as we move the hairdryer around the outside of the headlight, you'll notice that the condensation starts to dry up. Now that's probably one of the simplest methods to get rid of the condensation. Okay, and then once you're finished, just close the access door. Make sure you put it on there nice and tight. You can check the headlights. Make sure there's no cracks that could let moisture into the headlights. Make sure that you firmly close that little access door. Once you've checked everything, then you can start putting the plastic panels back in place. You'll push those little push tabs back in place. And if the tab came apart in two pieces, you start by putting the bottom piece in and then put the other top piece in and just push down and it'll lock in place. Well, there you go. It's finished. It looks awesome. But the big question is, how long is this fix going to last? Is this going to be a reoccurring issue? I decided to keep the vehicle parked outside so then I can constantly check on it and see if it comes back. So we had some nice cool weather overnight, and we got a little bit of condensation on the outside of the headlights. Let's check the driver's side. Definitely have some condensation there. And we'll just take a cloth and just wipe it. And the condensation's on the outside of the headlight. Wait a couple more nights and we had some more condensation on the vehicle. Headlights didn't end up getting any condensation on them. They still look great. And sometimes you wonder how this could happen. Sometimes when you wash the vehicle, you can get condensation on the inside of the headlights, especially if you use the pressure washer to hose off the headlights. So I decided to test it out. I'll wash the vehicle and I'll use a pressure washer to hose off the headlights. And we'll check on the headlights, and the headlights look great. There's no condensation on the inside. And we'll check the other headlight, no condensation on the inside. So the fix definitely worked. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, think about subscribing to my YouTube channel. Keep you up to date on all my future videos, and leave a comment about what you liked or what you didn't like. Thanks again for watching.